So good day, sir. I'm Montgomery from Brussels 8 and today I will discuss our assignment number 2, which is embedded system application. The paper is entitled a paper review. So the paper is entitled Embedded Systems Engineering: The Future of Our Technology World. I'll look into the design of optimized energy metering devices. So first question is, who has have done the work? So the paper was done by Oluwol O Oyetoke, and as based on the readings on the paper, I've seen that he also referenced other papers as supporting papers to his paper. So what were their goals and objectives? So the goals were to explain the modern day uses of embedded systems, to introduce the technological advancements by the use of embedded systems, and to explain the modern day digital monitoring system of electricity through the use of embedded systems. So here we can see how the modern day electronic monitoring system, the digitalized one, the ones we can see on our ayun yung mga metro natin, how it was developed. What were the research questions, if any? For me, upon reading the entirety of the paper, I haven't seen any particular research questions asked. So, these are the following questions that we will answer. What are their methods in terms of, but not limited to, one, how have they gathered relevant data? Who are the participants? How is the data gathering set up? What are the tools, techniques used in the data gathering? How do they form the dataset, and how do they cleanse the dataset? How do they process the data, and or how do they develop the model prototype design for embedded system? So for the first question, who are the participants? So the research gathered data by analyzing other similar papers and articles regarding the use of embedded systems on the modern day devices or machines. So we can see that the researcher has referenced other papers such as the white paper by Surikit Jalali and the a peer-reviewed paper by Inedechi et al. So here we can see that using these papers, the researcher the specific reason why he did that is he showed us here that embedded systems can be applied to many areas of everyday technology. It can be applied to automation, automotives, electronics, and transportations, and process control as well. So there are many types of the embedded systems, but here I think the embedded system is like used for it's a subsystem. Yeah, used. So we also have here the question, how is the data gathering setup? So the researcher referenced other papers in articles in order to serve as the supporting data to claim that embedded systems has the potential to be the center of the 21st century technology. So also the researcher also implemented the use of different formulas to gather and as well as analyze the data. So here so the data gathering setup, the researcher just used many formulas. And for the next question, the tools and techniques used here, we can see one of the block diagram of how the electronic monitoring digital system, the monitoring system for electricity works. So in the block diagram, you can see the voltage sensing and transformation and the current sensing and transformation. Then it will undergo AC signal rectification, then PSI MCU high resolution analog to digital conversion. And the reading will be displayed since you convert analog to digital. You can display it in an LCD display and also store it, yeah, to a digital storage. How do they process the data, and or how they develop the model prototype design for the embedded system? So the prototype for the embedded system was formed first by creating a schematic diagram of the system. After creating the schematic, they created the firm code to run and simulate the digital monitoring system. So here we can see this is the schematic they formed for the digitalized energy meter. So you can see here the LCD display, the rectifiers, and as well as the other modules used to form the digitalized energy meter. Here is the schematic of the voltage transformation system and also the schematic of the current sensing and transformation circuit. So, what were their findings? So, they found it out that the use of embedded system was effective to create the modern digital monitoring system. So, based on the paper, yeah, the embedded system, based on the paper, has the potential of becoming the center of 21st century technology. So, the paper concluded, so this is the conclusion, that embedded system have the potential to be the center of the technology today, modern day technology. And it's true because as we can see today, there are many systems in different fields that use embedded systems, whether it's a dedicated embedded system or just a subsystem using embedded system to make the different machineries and as well as digital machines we can see today. So the only gap I have seen on the study is they didn't use a statistical analysis to prove their data. So I only see how they gather the data, the computation they used, and as well as how they formed the schematics in others. But I haven't seen any statistical analysis or statistical treatment to show that their data is accurate and precise. So that is all. Thank you.